it's beautiful. I feel like the process of finding your path, because there's just a lot of like little like things along the way. You're like, oh, I like this, I like this, I like this, but we don't really see the big picture, but it exists. And just to trust that your passions have a purpose and they are literally seeded to you by the divine, by God, by the universe, to lead you to your highest calling, where you're meant to be. And then that's when I realized, oh, my dreams are much bigger than I think. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Chloe, and today I want to just talk about who am I. Yeah, I want this video to be a timestamp of my journey and kind of showing what my life is like, where I'm at. I feel like I'm in this new stage, a new level of my life, and I want to document where I'm at, to kind of hold for myself and also show people where you could go through following your life's purpose, following your truth, showing people that like there's never a bad place to start. Like, anywhere is a great place. So I think I'm here, and honestly I feel like I'm at the very beginning of this level, so I feel like it's a good reflection for others who, you know, feel like they're in this new level and new phase in their life and have big dreams but kind of feel scared of starting. Yeah, so I recently graduated. I studied psychology and neuroscience. Yeah, life post-grad, I feel like for me, because I moved back home to Miami, I was really excited to move just because I wanted like just something new. I knew I was heading into a new phase in my life, but once you kind of make that move, you kind of like start to grieve like the past and things like that. And I really think like cultivating like my space was really important in helping me ground down. But honestly, like, things really shifted, and I think it's just confirmation that I'm on the right path, because, you know, I was feeling just really like lost and confused, like not having a community and such. And so one day I was just walking outside, I was just walking in circles, and I was just imagining this place, like this community that is like based in wellness and art and like spirituality. And literally, like, I found that exact community, like they literally have like spiritual, like study, art, fairy, what else, mystic, music Mondays, and Dharma sprints, which are like just time where people can like go and just like co-work, I guess, together and like do something in the direction of their purpose. And yeah, that has been just so beautiful, because I'm like, okay, I know I have community there. And also Niyama, she's an agency that helps like creatives, musicians, people, entrepreneurs build their business, and that was a part of me that I was really focused on growing. So I started going to her industry tune-up sessions, and that has been so transformative in my life. And that's where I met the founder of One Well, which is the other community I was talking about. But I mean, really, it's just, I think genuinely it has been really magical, like manifesting community. And I think this is like, I've been here for like almost 2 months, like a month and a half. Obviously I've lived here, but like I was a completely different person, not completely different interests, but like I was at a different point in my life. So now being able to build a life in this city where I'm at now is completely different, and feels like so expansive. So yeah, with moving here, there's definitely been some things that has triggered me. I think also just feeling triggered by how they live their life and how things that are just like accepted as normal but I don't view as normal. I was getting really worked up over that and just things I couldn't control, and I knew that it was my mind like amplifying those things, because I know like there is always a solution to every problem. Anything you're going through, like literally you can literally shift timelines into a timeline where that problem, there's a solution. Like, you know, there's infinite possibilities, infinite universes. And so just recognize that like this is a reflection of how I feel inside, and like trying to control others, like that is never going to pay off ever. So I was like, okay, what do I feel like I have to control or I don't have control over? Which, after reflecting, it was my life path. Like I genuinely, like, yes, I have like these callings that I follow, but I did not know where they were leading me. And I think that uncertainty and like lack of control and knowing where I'm going was just causing me a lot of resistance to the flow. Because just imagine like there's someone you're closing your eyes and someone's pulling you by your hand, not pulling you but like guiding you, and if you're like, where are you taking me, like you're resisting that. And like I kind of just have to let that go, kind of just getting more clear on what it wants and what I want, and doing some deep like soul searching. And around this time I kind of implemented manifestation into my routine. And yeah, I was like, okay, I'm gonna manifest. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna manifest a job working at a holistic wellness retreat center. And when I was still in school, there was a lot of shifts that were happening towards the end, closer when I was about to graduate, because for so long I had wanted to do research, and I have done research my entire like time in college. It's like psychological research, and that's a passion of mine. And so I figured that, okay, like in this kind of gap before I go to grad school, I'm going to work as a research assistant. And until my friend, and a very, very special friend to me, she had gotten really into Enneagram, and she's kind of teaching me about it and about my personality type. And through that I just uncovered just a lot of like shadow healing, uncovering my dreams as a kid, that I am a creative and I am here to create, and not controlling what that looks like, and like allowing myself, when I previously resonated with the observer that just observes reality, which is like what research is to me. Even though there is an aspect of creativity in everything, but to me research, it's like very much observing, like that's the focal, when really I'm supposed to be immersed and creating things into this world. So that was a big shift. And then that's when I realized, oh, my dreams are much bigger than I think they are. And I was like, okay, like how am I going to do this? How am I gonna do this? And I was like, I sat with myself in like meditation, and I was like what do I really desire? And I was like, oh, I desire to work at a holistic wellness retreat space like that. And it's beautiful. I feel like the process of finding your path, because there's just a lot of like little like things along the way. You're like, oh, I like this, I like this, I like this, but we don't really see the big picture, but it exists. And just to trust that your passions have a purpose and they are literally seeded to you by the divine, by God, by the universe, to lead you to your highest calling, where you're meant to be and the impact that you're meant to make in this world. That was a big shift in my life. My dreams now, or like in that moment, I just realized like how much, or not really realized, but like I've been kind of integrating like music and making music more, but very, very like beginner level, and kind of looking at it as like a hobby, not really something that could grow into something. And I think in that moment I realized like, no, like this is one of the things. So yeah, realizing that music is a big part of my mission and what I'm here to do, and connecting people to emotions and spiritual wisdom through art, through creativity, through my expression. And I started actually seeing it as something that is needed in this world and can grow into something bigger, you know? And right now with music, I'm just kind of creating like foundations. There is still some resistance, and right now I not that I can't, but I don't really want it to, I don't want the stress of it to take over me. So I've kind of just let it just flow naturally. Yeah, we'll say that for now. Really, like through everything and going into a new phase in your life, you're going to have to do things in ways that you haven't done before, and there's your ego, it's going to want you to stay the same, even if it means that you don't expand. Your soul wants you to grow and expand, and I believe that is the nature of consciousness, is to grow and expand. But the ego has its place, but it is really, it keeps the status quo basically, and it keeps you safe, it keeps you in your comfort zone. So in breaking out of this old way of doing yourself, of living, you're going to have to do things that you've never done before. So basically a big part of that, and a part of it that I got from Niyama, like industry tune-ups, is just building better habits, like building a actual morning routine of the person you want to be. Like if you want to be a CEO, if you want to be an artist, if you want to be an entrepreneur, if you want to be a yoga teacher, you have to embody that person. So how would they wake up? What time would they wake up? What do they eat for breakfast? What do they do in the morning? And I feel like the morning is the most important part of your day. So creating a strong morning routine and night routine has been really helpful and really important, and just reprogramming your mind to just do things differently. Because like, first of all, when you do get to the place you want to be, how are you going to sustain that? And it is through having like a routine. Get creative with it. For me, it looks like just what I've created and what I feel like works for me. So yeah, it looks like waking up early. I'll do my morning pages, which is from The Artist Way, and you just write like 3 pages of random stuff. I don't have it next to me right now, but it's just 3 pages of just anything in your head. And I think that's a great, like, it's an easy task for me to do when I wake up, so it works for me. And then I will do some exercise, so some movement, and that either looks like yoga, Pilates, or going for a walk. But yeah, and and after that I'll meditate, and then I'll shower and get ready, and then I'll go into my creative session, which is just like me working on anything that it has to do with my dharma, has to do with my mission. After I do my creative session, where, you know, I've spent like, so the creative session is supposed to be from 8 to 12:30, so like 9, 10, 11, 12, like 8 to 12, so like 4 hours of just dedicated work on whatever it moving in the direction or goals, whether that looks like making art, planning, making a schedule, like organizing your files, making a video, writing, anything, or like, yeah, anything in the direction of your calling. So do that for 4 hours, then it's 12:30, and then there I just kind of leave my day open, and that just allows me to have like flow in my life and not for me to plan out every single minute of it, because at least once I have my creative session done, I know that I've like put in work, and it already starts your day off to a good start. So anything after that is just gonna be like confounding, like benefits. Even if you just lay down and go to take a nap afterwards, like you already did the hardest part of the freaking day, so you can like just enjoy yourself. Another thing that has been really crucial is focusing on my why, my mission, my vision, and my values. I know in my soul that like I want to create something in this world. Like I want to build a business, a creative business, and just create what I wish existed in the world. And I think for so long I didn't realize like I was a big dreamer, but I didn't know that I could actually bring things into life. Like, you know, like I didn't know that, not that I didn't know, but like it really is you, like it is your will that determines if something comes, like if you're able to achieve something or not. And just knowing that like no dream is too big. Yeah, just believing in yourself that it's possible, that you can do something, that you can make a change for yourself, even if it's baby steps. And that's where I'm in right now. It's just these baby steps, letting my heart guide me. And the creative sessions are really, really powerful for this, because they're literally like just building momentum into whatever it is you're creating. Yeah, your why is going to be so important in this process, because there's going to be times like when your ego tries to like pull you away from it, but just coming, or like things that seem promising but it's not really what you fully wanted, or just your ego like trying to pull you back into your old way of being. But then I was like, Chloe, like if you really believe that you create your reality, why would I settle? Why wouldn't I just create a reality that allows me the abundance and my expression and guides me into what I want? Why am I going to squeeze back into old molds? I just want myself to believe that whatever I want is possible. And I'm just like done with pretending that and living in fear. But where I'm at right now in my life is just uncovering my creative offering. What is it that I want to bring into this world? And as a multi-passionate person, and you look into the world and everything is very much one-dimensional and not fully encompassing of what you want to do. And I think that is why the world of like business and entrepreneurship is really, really calling and exciting for me, because in that space I'm able to create a career that encompasses all of me. And the Artist Way has been really powerful in this, my manifestation challenge, and also Niyama. So I've been going through like my old journals and seeing, like, just taking notes on anything inside of there, and kind of like jotting down the themes in each journal. also from the artist way is the image file. So like noting your desire, and then every time you see pictures that like stimulate that desire, like you take it and put it into a file. So I did that and put it into a PowerPoint and like organized all the photos. And I feel like through that I'm like starting to see like what it is that I'm birthing and creating in this world. And it's very much the beginning stages, but it's really exciting because it feels so expansive, and it feels something that is really fulfilling and what the world needs and what I need to create and what I need really. And yeah, so that's kind of like, I guess, the beginning of business is just really first of all building your self concept and building these healthy habits. And once you're able to like, they're going to become natural. So once you're able to really harness these, like getting them good, whatever you're going to be creating, whatever you're going to be moving into, it's just going to amplify that energy and just give you more energy, more time to pour into your calling. Because really, like, that is so crucial and so important, and it's really just going to push you so much farther, especially once you start to realize what you're doing, like what you're creating, what you're bringing to this world. Having those like habits under your belt are going to be so beneficial to moving in the direction of your mission. Is like, if you feel that within you, that you have a mission to complete in this world, but you don't really know what it is, but it feels really strong, it feels really powerful, it is because it is. And I believe we all do, but they are a really big task, they are a big responsibility. And I believe that when we are ready, when we are the person to carry that, it will be clear to us. So just becoming that person who is ready to take on that responsibility, and really just, I guess, not bringing up, I guess, like rewriting your story. Who are you? How do you live? Are you a person who is responsible? Are you a person that you can trust? Do you like even trust in the universe? Do you trust in yourself? Do you believe in yourself? So I think there was a lot of lessons I had to learn with believing in myself, trusting in the universe, and that's something I'm still working on. But becoming that person who is responsible, who is grounded and rooted in the universe, rooted in truth, rooted in your truth. So with great power, with a big mission, comes great responsibility, which means integrity, knowing yourself. What else? Trusting yourself, honesty, authenticity, like really building those values in yourself. Because yeah, like, we're on a mission, and that's also just what is exciting to me, is just knowing that like this is some real shit. But if you're on this path, if you're on this journey to living your life's mission, embodying your highest self, your highest calling, let me know where you're at in this journey and how it's been for you. And I wish you guys all the best if you're on a similar path, in a similar like point in your life as me. And yeah, so if you guys have watched this far, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for keep pushing, thank you for keep going and breaking the walls of your ego and living in your truth and expanding. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah, bye.